Welcome, race fans, to this week's edition of thetunnelturn.com. It's finally above 60 degrees here in New Hampshire. Ready to go racing. Welcome, race fans, to this week's edition of thetunnelturn.com. Alright, I went on a 2-week hiatus, so we didn't videotape for about 2 weeks, but now I'm back. I took a much-needed vacation, went to Florida with the wife and the kids, and man, a lot of stuff happened while I was gone. I was sitting there in my lawn chair, drinking a Mai Tai, tweeting with people on Twitter, and all of a sudden I read that Richard Childress, after the truck race, got Kyle Busch in a headlock and punched him 2 or 3 times in the face. I almost spit my drink out all over the place. What the heck's the world coming to? That's out of control. So as everybody may already know, Richard Childress got a $150,000 fine from what I read from that. And this past weekend was Pocono. Man, shifting gear, I guess that's a story for the Pocono race. Tony Stewart ended up losing third gear, and he immediately got on the horn and said, "We can thank Nascar for making a shift out here on the track." Well, I guess, I don't know, it was kind of nice to have the option, maybe, to be able to shift gears and try to do that, but I don't know, I think it worked out better for some guys than other guys. I think some guys maybe shifted too much, and I think from what I've seen, it was maybe more a benefit to not shift at all. I heard Earnhardt get on the horn at one point and say, "What's Jimmy Johnson doing? You know, where's he shifting?" And Earnhardt's spotter got on. He said, "Well, he's shifting all over the place." So then, a couple minutes later, Earnhardt's crew chief radioed in, and he's like, "What are you doing? You're like a half a second faster." And Earnhardt said, "I don't know, I'm shifting all over the place." So it was kind of a crazy weekend. Carl Edwards ended up dropping a valve, and he had an early retirement, but to the point where he was actually on TV talking for a couple minutes about it. And then Jack Roush got the car all back together, and he made a final lap, like right at the end of the race. So he was at least up and running for the end of that. He was the points leader, so he still is the points leader. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens this week in Michigan. Michigan, Earnhardt usually runs well there, so will he win there this week? Who knows? But man, the kid's been on fire. He ended up 6th this weekend, and still 3rd in points, and he's talking about night and day for that team. But other than that, we're back on track. I actually implemented something pretty cool on the website. I made the website now so that if you're on your mobile phone and you want to just see like what I blogged about, when you visit our site from your mobile phone, it'll just show all our blogs. And at the very end of it, if you want to see the actual site and watch the show or comment on it on any of the blogs, at the very end, like when you're on your cell phone, at the very end it'll say, view website or something like that. Just hit that button and it'll convert over to the regular website, which is a pretty cool feature. And I just try to do the best of both worlds, so people sitting on a bus, a train, a plane, or wherever you are, well, not a plane, but wherever you may be, and you want to see what I wrote or check in and see what's happening, it makes it a little bit easier and faster. And, as always, thanks for checking us out, and we'll see what happens this week at Michigan, and until then, keep commenting on our blogs. It's definitely a huge help. We like to see what you guys have to think about what we post. And we'll see you next week. Until then, take it easy. Goodbye.